There's no secret about it. Plenty of people have become millionaires thanks to getting into cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin on the ground level. They have invested wisely, maybe been tipped off, and almost certainly did so around a decade ago. But one thing is clear. Their investment into cryptocurrency has paid off, and now they are laughing. Click the like button and subscribe button, and ring the notification bell because you're about to hear why XRP is going to produce future millionaires. Cryptocurrency almost certainly will continue to make millionaires too as the ubiquity of the format increases and the barrier to entry for most normies drops significantly. Look at the people who invested in the Dogecoin a few months ago. They have almost doubled their money in a very short space of time, and if they had invested $1 a year ago, they'd have $20,000 or thereabouts now. That's actually ridiculous, but it's still true. That's what makes it so fascinating. There's a gold rush going on, and one of the most intriguing currencies to look into right now for its potential for making millionaires is XRP, otherwise known as Ripple. Some say that XRP is on track to make almost overnight millionaires, but how can such a thing be done? Recently, the total cryptocurrency market value reached an astonishing $2 trillion for the first time, and one of the major things responsible for this push towards that benchmark has been XRP. As most people in the circuit probably know by now, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, filed a lawsuit against Ripple Labs, the company responsible for XRP, which, of course, led to a dramatic drop in the price of the currency. However, they say there's no such thing as bad press, and Ripple has also massively benefited from the lawsuit. It has gained considerable momentum, and may indeed, to use the trendy phrase, go to the moon, taking the investors into seven figures overnight. The lawsuit was filed against Ripple Labs for selling unregistered securities, which created a kind of frenzy of selling among investors and companies. As a result, many feared that the lawsuit would cause XRP to be absent from the list of currencies suddenly spiking at the start of the year.
Liquidity to any market, any country, any place, anywhere.
However, XRP instead rose to its highest level it's had in 3 years. In March, a trial found that if XRP is considered to be a security and not a currency, then only Ripple and RippleNet can be held responsible for its sale. This allowed for crypto exchanges in the US to allow XRP exchanges again, which of course creates major liquidity as people flock to buy and sell it once more. Later, in April, a judge who would deny the SEC access to the personal financial information of Ripple executives Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson. This gave XRP a major increase of 12% and pushed the market cap to $51.9 billion. Since then, XRP has had a rally again, as more and more things affect the price of the coin. In May, it was reported that the SEC had once again been denied access to information, but this time, the legal communication memos of Ripple Labs, based on the fact that the information fell into terms of attorney-client privilege. So, Ripple is expected to win the lawsuit and come out on top, and is already getting relisted on exchange platforms.
To any currency, asset, or commodity. Transactions are settled in 4 seconds.
As this has happened, the price has increased too. And the price in recent terms is a showcase of a strategic movement that is behind ensuring that Ripple may even hit the lofty benchmark of $10 in 2021. So even a small investment of something like $1,000 could even create a millionaire when the lawsuit ends in Ripple's favor, which is looking likely. Another reason that Ripple may well make millionaires very quickly is the fact that Ripple Labs is planning to go public, listing its shares publicly. SBI Securities Chairman Yoshitaka Kitao has proudly touted itself as the largest outside shareholder of Ripple. While discussing an earnings presentation call in May, Kitao floated the consideration of Ripple going public, as both the creators of the coin had also shown interest in this move. So then, after the current lawsuit is over, and again probably ending in the favor of Ripple, the company will go public. Further, SBI, a giant in the financial sector, has invested incredible amounts into fintech, and believes that their investments into Ripple will be paid off when Ripple enters the stock exchange.
XRP is traded 24/7, 365 days a year, everywhere in the world.
Garlinghouse himself said that, in the next 12 months, you're going to see IPOs in the crypto blockchain space. We're not going to be the first, and we're not going to be the last, but I expect us to be on the leading side. It's a natural evolution for our company. So we see here that he is confident, and when Ripple does go public, it's very reasonable to assume that the price of XRP will go to the moon, or maybe even to Mars. As the price would go far into the hundreds of dollars range, the money created by the stock exchange would see additional funding for research and development. Ripple Labs, as a result, would expand exponentially, which means that XRP is ready to explode. The partnerships achieved by Ripple are making XRP even more noticeable. There are several institutions, like the World Bank, IMF, and EU Commission already on board and functionally working with Ripple. It is a fair assumption that there is little that can stop XRP. By partnering with these more traditional institutions, Ripple is laying the groundwork for the entire industry of blockchain, DeFi, cryptocurrency, and the rest to thrive and exceed all expectations over the next few years.
It is designed for financial institutes to use Ripple's XRP asset as a bridge currency between fiat currencies when making cross-border payments.
They are merging the traditional world with the blockchain world, and in the process look to emerge as an industry leader. It has been explained that the high net worth investors are throwing more and more funds into XRP. The Daily Hodl, a cryptocurrency periodical, said that XRP is the hottest rising altcoin among its institutional investors. That's not all. XRP is now a viable and usable option for those wishing to get involved in the DeFi applications that are on the rapid rise too. Institutions such as World Bank, World Economic Forum, and IMF, and the EU Commission are working with it as discussed. But in reality, XRP could itself rise to replace the banks altogether. As we know, Ripple is more than just a cryptocurrency. It's a transaction protocol that streamlines cash transfers between banks. This, of course, means that Ripple has real-world applications too, as many banks the world over have begun using Ripple as a payment and money transfer method between each other.
These nodes can belong to anyone, from individuals to banks. However, Ripple recommends its clients to use a list of identified, trusted participants, also known as Unique Node List, or UNL.
Because of the safety and security afforded them, dozens of banks make use of this method of transaction. However, XRP itself could become a threat to banks because of its many unique features that make it appealing to banks in the first place. If a bank needs to send money to another bank in another country, they have limited options. Currently, correspondent banks would have to hold that money in the process. But if you were to eliminate the need for correspondent banks to hold the currency for the transfer and transferee, then that would eliminate the need for those banks altogether. According to a report from official financial and monetary institution Forum, a bank can totally remove the unnecessarily complicated process of transfer via SWIFT and totally outright replace it with the XRP model. As a result, a bank can allocate less liquidity but still get the same amount of transaction volume in global payments. Evidently, a survey was conducted for the banks, and lots of banking institutions agreed on the many disadvantages of using the SWIFT network for their transactions. There are many obstacles. The transactions are overly costly and involve too many parties to get them completed. Furthermore, one of the institutions that were surveyed even went so far as to say that the SWIFT network is not appropriate for corporations. The more banks that look for ways to replace SWIFT and use Ripple's ODL, on-demand liquidity, the more liquidity there will be, and this will again have a profound effect on the price of XRP. Profoundly positive. Imagine what will happen as millions, billions, or trillions start moving through Ripple's ODL. As you can probably imagine, the price will soar far beyond any and all expectations. Now it's starting to look like that overnight millionaire thing might not be so far-flung of an idea, right? There are several other reasons that Ripple could easily create hundreds, if not thousands, of almost overnight millionaires. But as established, by having a company with a PR department, keeping the cost of transactions extremely low, having the backing of major investors, and going public on global stock exchanges, Ripple looks to be an extremely safe bet if you are thinking of dipping your toe into cryptocurrency, or even if you are a seasoned investor just waiting for an excuse. Winning a lawsuit against the SEC certainly wouldn't hurt you either. Even a $1,000 investment could easily see you making millions in less than a year. But moreover, you could be one by next month. But what do you think about all this? Is the thought of investing in Ripple tantalizing now? Make some noise in the comments, but don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and ring the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.